Okay, there's gotta be something that's just a little less cute. Not that that was bad, but see now, like, can I can I just play the Borderlands soundtrack in the background, like the original Borderlands? Like, oh, I'm thinking of I was listening to something on SoundCloud that I thought was pretty good, but also like a bit big of a an artist, meaning it would mute the stream. I don't know what I want to listen to. This is game tracks, I guess. Some of these I don't remember. Oh, this was a very recent addition, I think. Okay, so now give me my well, yeah, that maybe. I think it's gonna take me the whole. Well, no. The last couple times I tried doing a video, it took me the whole stream. So this is a make a copy. And then this is. Yeah, so I have some ideas for this. So let's see how fast this goes. It's worst. Borderlands 4 so far. Because I want to rant about the marketing being kind of meh. I always do that. Okay. Okay, and instead of this, maybe I should do something that's not like... Okay, I need to get the covers for each game, because I do want to do a slide that is all of the Borderlands games covers. Because that's the first point, is that I think the cover of Borderlands 4 is sad in comparison. Yeah, I was going to say the game box art for Borderlands 1. Fantastic, incredible, iconic. Oh, this has... Yeah, I was going to say, give me like these. Oh, wait. I can pull this just from the official... Yeah, I was going to say, no, pull these from the official website if I can. Open image, a new tab, to then... Ah, bugger off. Okay, if I go to the actual Borderlands 2K website, can I... You're not gonna let me, let's open a link. Oh, it's a nice big cover. That's not gonna let me scoop up the cover, is it? Save as? Ah, the complete web page. I want the image, you dumb. Gosh dang it. Also, hello. Welcome. I'm surprised that this is much more of like a niche, like me kind of thing, but I think this is kind of a fun idea to just think about marketing of a game too. Yeah, and then would I want to grab all of these? Kind of. Man, why do they have to all be here? And yet I can't access them to like save the flippin' cover. Could I just snip it from the website? Kind of, but that would be kind of small. If I could just get it as an image. Let's see, cover. To Moby Games. Oh, this is the Game of the Year edition. I was gonna say, because the like original. Yeah. Now maybe give me the original. Wiki wand. This looks like an image I can save. This also looks heckin' tiny. That's fine. Okay, so now Borderlands 2. Yeah, because I was thinking of putting all the mainline games on one slide and then do all the side games on another side. Search by large images only. I guess I don't necessarily need them to be like they don't have to be massive, but okay, put image in new tab. This is the 2K one, which I can't save it off of 2. Well, okay. This reminds me of what all the games are. Yeah, but I think if I do, because I can do 1, 2, 3, and 4 on a slide, and then I do pre-sequel Tales, new Tales, and then 4 on a slide. Okay, so I guess I don't know that I need to say, because I didn't even like put the links anywhere for the last one, but I feel like it's a good habit to get into. And then I could go throw the links on the last video, so. It's funny how I see the name in there. That's like a first message, and it's like, oh hey, how about it? Nope, not a follow, I guess. Just a gold. Also, this seems like a lot more gold. I don't remember it being that much gold. Bradoid immediately shows up and gets a chunk of money for no apparent reason. I like it. Also, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is very much just a me kind of topic and a me kind of thing. But I think this is also a good look at marketing stuff too. In terms of how, like what I like in marketing and what I think is effective. Because I think this is disappointing. I don't think this is awful. But I think having just the extra elements is nice. And yet they decided to go with just, here's a guy. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3. Borderlands is the best franchise ever? No, nobody hates Borderlands like a Borderlands fan. But this is not a hate thing. This is I just wanted to compare the marketing of the games because from what they've actually said about Borderlands 4, like what they've actually shown for Borderlands 4, looks impressive and looks like it looks like a great game. But what they've actually done for marketing has been underwhelming. And it's partially inspired off of this Borderlands 4 cover, is just because of the fact that it's just a guy. And every single of these other ones added some kind. Are you kidding me? I type in Borderlands 4, and it comes up with the cover art a billion times over. But if I do cover it, really, I search for the thing I want. You know, what was I just looking at? Borderlands cover? I thought it was coming up like a whole bunch, and yet now it's not doing it. More like Borderlands. I mean, the first game, there's some stretches of slow points, and I think that's honestly pretty good. I think they've gone way too, like, they've gone too far in the other direction of, like, now there has to be constant noise. So. The best franchise if it had balls. Yeah. This is the game to take down all other games, because it has balls in it. I probably got a bit too cocky with that video, but I don't know. I think it's still kind of a fun idea and a fun concept, so. Yeah, we're gonna show Borderlands and advertise Plunk. I was actually gonna go a little more, and just advertise all of my my stuff at the end as like okay, here's a comparison point of the way I market a game is. Yeah, because the way I try to do it is I encapsulate the gameplay of the game in the photo. That's really what I aim for, rather than just the vibes. Which ends up being a lot of just like posed screenshots, essentially. Do I have like a favorite thumbnail? Some of these are pretty weak. Yeah, a lot of these are just, here's a gameplay screenshot with some text over it. But I think that's effective. I think that shows off what the game is to just do a screenshot. Even if there's a lot of like effective things for horror where you just say, here's the scary thing. You just put your mascot on the cover. Oh, Plunk. I was gonna show off Plunk. So yeah, not the target audience for Borderlands. Yeah, like to me, this is eye-catching. And the Borderlands 4 cover isn't bad, but it could be better. And are you really gonna not give it to me? Every of the other ones was showing it. And here, if I just want to look up the cover art, you're not gonna give it to me? No, apparently not. I don't really need it as a giant wallpaper. I want like it's the thing on the site. Like, why do they have to be so tantalizingly close and yet I can't Borderlands had a bit too much Borderlands and too little Mist. Why are we looking at the top banner for? Wow, that's looking very, yeah, like comic book Borderlands-esque. Hey, look, it's a brainoid. Again, watching somebody else play. Okay, why were we looking at this exactly? Yeah, see, nice big image, but then if I try to save that, it's just gonna, here's the whole web page. That's not... Your game is not forged in Germany. Well, you were saying just look at the top banner, but... yeah, I don't know exactly why we were looking at Replicate there, but... Yeah, see, might be the best Borderlands we've ever seen. That I would agree with, but the marketing... Because it was even being memed on the YouTube thing, where it's like, we've had 6 different videos about Vex, and like, oh look, she's got a cat and stuff. Save image? Ah, bugger off. Why don't they want you to save the images? It's like, what are you gonna do with that? I don't know, I feel like you want to provide people with good marketing material so that they can put it in YouTube thumbnails and stuff. Like... It's officially you're German now. Isn't that where you're headed? I thought you were headed to Germany. Unless it's somewhere else. I didn't want to... There we go. There's some kind of image. I guess. It's September, yeah, okay. Try the network tab in browser tools. Let's try to just get the images specifically. Oh, email the festival, told them you're moving to Berlin, and they accepted the game. Okay. Oh yeah, I just scrolled through this so fast I didn't even see whether Replicate showed up here or not. Hell pie. I wish I liked that game better. I love the concept. The game looks good, and the controls are actually pretty good, but the level design lets it down. Okay, I'm not... I wanted to see how fast I could do this. That's the thing, is I want to keep speeding up the process of making these silly little presentations. Okay, so give me that, and then slap those photos in here. Oh, and then, did I want to do the side games? I could start with these for now. Yeah, because I was hoping these would all be kind of the same size, so you could get a nice comparison. But naturally, it's not. It's gonna give me differently sized thing. Did I not get Borderlands 2? Gosh dang it! Why does reality have to keep bumping up against the vision? I have an idea for a thing. Why can't it just be that idea? Why does reality have to add all these extra edges and difficulties? Documents are signed and have a publisher now. Congrats. Congrats, congrats. Gonna spend the day alone as usual. Yeah, I usually do a stream for my birthday. I'm so sad that's not gonna happen this year because my parents were like, we're gonna come visit. I'm like, oh. Okay, well, I guess I'll do my birthday stream on a day that's not my birthday, but I like doing the let's just play games all day for my birthday. So I guess I'll just have to figure out a different day when my birthday is. So did I or did I not download this? Yes or no? Yeah, it's right there. Save it? As a JPEG. Oh, I guess I just never saved it. I just never grabbed it. Okay. Well, yeah, seeing how the last video I did kind of did not... I went from 700 views on the first video to 70 views on the second video. But do I think it was a weaker video overall, too? Yeah, I do. So... Wait, so in talks with the publisher, did they care much about the fact as to whether you had launched a Steam page or not? Because I'm thinking about, like, if I wanted to look for a publisher, should I wait on making a Steam page? And then, like, if they want to help and do that? Or... I don't think I will. I think I will just kind of do a thing. But I don't know if it's common if they care or not. I know I've heard that they only care about Next Fest. Okay. So they're a kick finishers. kind of the same thing. You do all of the work and then they come in at the end to say, "Hey, look at the work that this person did." Yeah, okay. They ask you to not join Next Fest so they can use the wind. Okay, delete this. Thank you. Although I'm assuming that also depends on the publisher and stuff too, but... Yeah, and I've heard both in terms of, like, sometimes the publisher does want to, like, help you launch the Steam page, but... I think nowadays it's mostly, like, you do all the work, and then we'll come in and say we'll throw a little bit of money at it to promote it. Quite unlikely to find a publisher without a Steam page. It's like a 10-year-old scenario. They need to see some sort of success nowadays. Yeah, okay. Much more mobile game-esque in that regard. You have to have the game fairly launched to then have metrics to then say, okay, here's how well the game is doing. Help me make it better. Okay, move you to the front. This is partially why I was thinking of just putting each of these on their own page, but I think this is also a good comparison to. Or aim it. Yeah, there's just so much more going on. Like, you have an ability to put the things on the screen. You could put a lot of things on the screen. Why not? Yeah, they go almost 100% risk-free with the agreements. Quite bad for us indies. Yeah, that's what I've heard, is you gotta be, like... You kinda wanna have somebody read over the agreement and stuff, too, because that's... Publisher, in most cases, is trying to just get as much money out of you as they can. Well, I mean, that's sort of what's happened in, like, with the V-Shoujo thing, where they just... have imploded. It's funny, because I also read that book recently of, like, the abusive world of online streaming, where it was somebody talking about a different management studio that just mismanaged their money, didn't pay people, and didn't do the didn't do stuff for the talent. Yeah, the one thing I like in this image here is the chains. Like, break free is kind of the tagline that they've done, and I think that works. But I think most of this... No, see, what I think of is the Kung Fu Panda thing. Is, Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda with the boulders on his arms. Like, I think that would be... Or like, Thor in the Marvel movie, where he's chained down and, like, is straining. Yeah, this one's just kind of weak. It's not bad, but I think it's kind of weak. Okay, so that is the titles there. Did I want to get the rest of the titles? I could if I want to. Or the covers, rather. So... no, duplicate this slide. And then this one. Covers 2 if I want to. We shall see. I don't really know what the third point is necessarily. Because I want to talk about the game covers and say, like, here's... Yeah, there's just a little bit more detail and imagery here. A little bit more vibes that this is just kind of missing, personally. Well, and I think they're selling to people who know Borderlands, where you're like, oh, that mask is different, oh my gosh. And I'm like, you want to sell to people that aren't fans. That's exactly what they did with the teaser trailer. Which, that is the next things I wanted to look at, so... Borderlands teaser trailer? Goodness me. Because I think even without the art style, they do a good job on that first. Oh, not the movie. Not the movie. Give me Borderlands 2008, maybe? 2007, maybe? That might have been 2 years before they released the game. Might be 2007. How's Plunk progress, by the way? Oh yeah, if you dipped a little early, I managed to get the goal, basically, or at least I managed to get the ball in the hole. That's what I said the goal of the stream was, and I managed to get that far. So you can place a hole down, you can place a pipe down, and you can roll a ball into the hole. Clunky AF right now. I need to add some kind of stopping force to the ball to actually fall in the hole, and then like change the flag around and stuff. And obviously I'll just polish things, but I got the placement of, I got a flag added, and I got the placement of the holes with a ball able to go in the hole. So I'm happy with the progress that I got on that yesterday. It was just nice to do. Yeah, there we go. It was just nice to do actual making a feature instead of being stuck in the like bugs and other stuff. So looking Forward to the time where we make a special shader for painting. Yeah, no, there's like I even put that down as an idea of like wherever I have the stuff for Plunk. It was the hello again, because I did the hello as like I finally got that working, and then to do it again with the same hello thing with polish, and then play a different song. Because there's audio I still want to add and stuff. Like there's a good amount of polish that I can add to that. Okay, let's just throw the link on there for now, I guess. Oh, I guess I could just throw all the links on a slide. That I keep wanting to do that. It's like, no, there's a duplicate thing here. So this is teaser trailers. Yeah, because I do think there's a point of... Yay, with a question mark. What about the hello again, or the special shader for painting? Yeah, because I need to work on the shader for the outlines and stuff too, because I think if I can get it to work for the grid as well. Yeah, right now it's all separated, and I did see a YouTube video that was like, here's how to do an outline for the whole world. And I think that's probably going to work a little better, but... Okay, this is the Borderlands. I mean, I guess I could do 2007 teaser. Yeah, it'll be curious to see if there is, like... I've been sort of tempted sometimes to, like, I could be a Borderlands YouTuber. I love Borderlands. I could talk all sorts about... all sorts of things about Borderlands. We'll see how this video goes. Because I think I could pick some unique topics. In terms of, like... Because I know there's, like, the... Eruption Fang who does like Borderlands lore stuff, but I had definitely thought of like there's a space to do talking about the different, because like even in this cover here you can see that like there's these religious elements that creep into Borderlands, and yet they don't really say anything about religion. They don't really come down on whether religion is bad or not. They just kind of say, like, a cult worship of some monster is bad. But there's, like, a lot of religious imagery in the games. Which I think is just, like, that's another interesting topic that I could bring up if I wanted to be a Borderlands YouTuber. Or even just talking about small lore details and stuff. Let's see, so this is Borderlands 2 teaser. That's the Doomsday trailer. That's the launch, yeah, the teaser trailer. Oh, duh. Gearbox probably has, yeah, that's the other thing. I wanted to talk about different trailers that, like, yeah, that's a part that I think is, and this is what I'm thinking of, right? It's just Salvador whipping out a couple of guns and shooting some polymogs in the face. Yeah, I think this works as a teaser trailer just because you're like, oh my gosh, 2 guns! What? You get to use 2 guns, and they show off a couple different environments that are wildly different from the first one. And yet, I don't think that the teaser trailer for the latest game worked at all, because it's all story-based. You're just selling to fans of the franchise that are, like, already interested in going to buy the games anyway. Like, you don't necessarily need to do that. Didn't get progress on the Unreal course today, but did get an online store up. May play a bit of Abduction during the stream, but besides that, the day was very eventless. I mean, it's not bad to have a slow, kind of uneventful day. Now, if it's like a bunch in a row, well, I guess it depends on how you feel about it. If you don't feel good about it, then maybe not, but yeah, see, like this teaser trailer, I absolutely love. Like this, I even have a t-shirt of that my dryer went and shredded, so I can't actually wear it as a shirt, but yeah, like I love this teaser trailer. And then Borderlands 4 was just like, I don't know, here's some psycho masks that fell down from the sky. And that's it? That's all you got? Okay, wait. Yeah, I was gonna say the Borderlands page is actually where I should be looking. But yeah, this was kind of memed on here. It's just like they did a whole bunch of these small Vex videos. Yeah, 6 small little videos about Vex. Oh, that's kind of what I was thinking, is like the story content. Okay, for now, I don't think I'm going to talk about side games. But, because I don't remember what they did as a teaser for the pre-sequel. Let's see. Official first look is the, yeah, okay, the actual gameplay. Yeah, teaser trailer. Yeah, and this one's 1:20. This is twice as long as this other teaser trailers. And I think less impactful. Because it's all purely story based. This looks like a different art style too, where it's like it's probably a bit too detailed to really show any kind of like ink lines or anything, but it's just kind of weird and incomprehensible for even like a fan. It makes me somewhat curious, but like, yeah, this looks so detailed to where like it almost looks live action or something, and I'm like, that's not what I want out of Borderlands. There's so little to glean out of this teaser trailer. Okay, so that's the teaser trailers. Oh no, the ads already went by quite a while ago, didn't they? Okay, I guess I'll just have to wait for the next ad break. For our restroom break. Okay, so that's the covers, which I could do the second stuff, and then the teaser trailers, and then just trailers in general. Because I think there's some really good, impactful Borderlands trailers that, like, so far, they haven't hit us with any, like, ones that I've absolutely loved. How far back does this go? Does this go all the way back to, like, Brothers in Arms? This is gonna take a while, isn't it? If I try to scroll back through everything. I kind of do want to load up the everything, though, just because. Yeah, Battleborn. This does go back pretty far. Yeah, there we go. Borderlands gameplay trailer. Oh yeah, the Claptrap web series. This is at the bottom of the Gearbox stuff? What even is this? Interesting. Okay, so okay, I guess they do have a Brothers in Arms video there. Oh, this is the 2009 teaser. compared to the 2007 teaser. Is this... What does this look like? Oh, this is the teaser. Okay, yeah. No, this is also... Yeah, this is one of those moments where I fell in love with Borderlands, looking at the art style, and they hit you with the music and everything. Like, yeah, no, we gotta put that on here, too. Always like, thank you for the stand down. It's only been like half an hour. Okay, so this is the Borderlands. I guess we'll just do 2009 teaser. I think I just have a soft spot for some of this marketing stuff, despite the fact that, like Borderlands 4 is going to sell perfectly fine anyway, and that, like, most of selling a game is just what genre the game is. But I like messaging. That's, you know, I like the marketing thing. That's why I'm streaming. That's why I put myself out there, because... Okay, wait, didn't I just click on that Borderlands gameplay trailer, and this is the Borderlands E3 2009 teaser? Yeah, this one's not as good, but... Uh-oh. Did the stream disconnect? I lied. No, this one's pretty good. Yeah, because it shows off so many elements of the game. Just all rapid fire. I'm guessing it's back if there's chat messages. I saw the chat refresh, and yet it says I'm still live, which is odd. I never left. I wonder why it said the chat refreshed. I mean, I'll double check it. I'm assuming it's still fine if I'm getting messages, but it won't hurt to double check until the audio loops it on. Oh, I was like, why is Seribot going on about dolphins? Because somebody asked for a dolphin fact. I think I have heard of the mud nets stirring up a circular wall of mud to trap fish. I don't know about mud nets. I've heard of the bubbles. Or no, that's orcas. I think orcas do like the bubble nets to catch fish. Because I have a whole board game about that even. I have some abstract games that that's one of the things they did. Yeah, no, see, like, that's just... This trailer is just so iconic to me. Wait, did the music stop? Oh, I paused the music, didn't I? That's like the intro for Borderlands. I could quote a good chunk of that intro. I haven't memorized it fully. Yeah, I see, and then the music kicks in. I'm like, that's... Like, we haven't got a real, like, musical trailer from Borderlands 4. I'm hoping they do it, because I can think of one for pretty much every game. Even pre-sequel had a capybara. It just gives you a picture of a capybara. Interesting. I love this trailer. I love Borderlands. I love the OG Borderlands. It's one of those, like, the nostalgia hits for it is so hard. Yeah, I need to be talking over this just because the... Pretty sure this is going to be copyright claimed on the music here, but... I don't know. I guess it's got some explosions and other nonsense on top of it, too. Now it's just getting me hyped to play Borderlands. I just want to play all the games leading up to Borderlands 4. It's just so tempting. It's interesting that it took them a while to figure out the big yellow text there. What's stopping me? Actually finishing a game? I also want to finish a game. That's the thing. If I started playing now, it would take me a while to and I mean I'm still gonna lose like a couple weeks just fully falling into Borderlands 4. And I'm very tempted, like if I get this up to a point of like putting together a Steam page that like, well, okay, I guess I could play some Borderlands in the lead up to Borderlands 4. So I know that's what Jolt's dude is doing, is playing through all the games again. Which I'm surprised, because I'm like, if that's what he does all day, it shouldn't take him months on end to get through all the games. I was like, he does a playthrough Borderlands 2 in a week. Okay, I was... Oh, the roulette. I was like, what is making sound? I'm so confused. Okay, let's see. What all... That's the 2009 teaser. Borderlands 2. Give me like the Wimoway trailer. Basically any trailer that has like a musical drop. Is really what I'm thinking. I mean, I love the look of that first game. Yeah, they did all the like web series stuff too. It's just a much more fun way to market a game, I think. To like put together a bunch of assets into like a video rather than just have developer interview stuff. I think it's entirely valid to do developer interview stuff too, but I just like this more playful stuff better. Does this not have the Wimoway trailer? It's launch date trailer. Yeah, I was thinking about throwing this in there too, as in terms of okay, it's yeah, the pre-sequel Moon Dance video. Uh Lobster fact. The design of the lobster pot has not changed much in the last 200 years. I'm assuming the design of a pot in general has not changed much in quite a long time. Okay, I'm looking for a specific trailer. Do you not have the Wimoway trailer on here? Or they somehow got the rights to... Because I feel like there's a few people who have said, like, this is the trailer that made me interested in the series. Oh, this is a fantastic trailer, too, though. It's funny, because I went and looked up the artist behind some of these. And it's like, I know this song. I don't necessarily know anything else from the artist, but I went and looked up the song, and I know this song. Yeah, and then it's got the stupid stuff like Joy Puke Your Face Off, which is just very, very Borderlands. Now, see, like, this is a little bit unfair, because these are like the launch trailers, of which Borderlands 4 has not had a chance to do a launch trailer. But these are iconic trailers to me. So, now do you have a Borderlands 3 trailer? And like I said, I could throw the pre-sequel in there, but I think I'm not gonna for now. Because we'll see how long it takes to... Okay, it's the Mask of Mayhem trailer. Gameplay reveal. Oh yeah, they have like the goofy stuff like this So Happy Together. They have the like they used a Queen song for one of them too, and I thought that worked really well. I hope we get some like one of these goofy trailers again. I do like these Kind of goofy trailers. Yeah, so they've done a kind of goofy musical trailer for almost all of the games. And I know Borderlands 4, people complained about the humor on the other games, but I'm like, that's not only an integral part of the series, but also... I want them to have fun and be goofy and stuff. Okay, first look, maybe one of these. See if one of these is... Oh no, pick a game, Borderlands 1. I want to get through Dishonored 2. You're gonna make me so tempted to play all the games, but I'm just gonna get sucked into playing all of them. And I gotta get a Steam page up first. That's really all it is. It's like if I can get a Yeah, I think this one ain't bad. But I don't think it's as impactful.
What use is a vault hunter? What use is a killer?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't think these are bad. I think these are just disappointing in comparison.
Natural disaster. You are, in a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
It might also be I just don't know the artists. I don't know. The music just sounds more like generic AAA sort of stuff rather than... It's not the music I associate with Borderlands. It's not bad, and I think it fits, but... Yeah, I guess I could compare and contrast. Like launch day trailers, if I really wanted to. Do I associate Cage the Elephant with Borderlands? Yeah, I mean, obviously because of that first, that first Borderlands. And I haven't actually listened to any other Cage the Elephant. It's just that song. But I think the Heavy is the one that they actually, like, because they used the Heavy for Borderlands 2 for the intro, and then they used the Heavy for Borderlands 3 for the intro. I think it worked better for Borderlands 2. Like 3, they did a song specifically for Borderlands 3, and I don't think it hit as hard. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to one-up the intro for Borderlands 4. Because Borderlands 1 did the skag getting run over. Borderlands, the pre-sequel, did the skag getting run over by a rocket. Borderlands 2 did an entire car full of bandits getting run over. And then Borderlands 3 did... They kind of didn't really do a thing getting run over. Which is a bit of a bummer. Still a fun intro, but... Man, the intro for Borderlands 1, I've started up a character too many times, and it's so iconic. So, you want to hear a story, eh? One about treasure hunters. Have I got a story for you? Okay, so that's a comparison of teaser trailers. Yeah, and the trailers is one of those ones that I think they could come back and actually make something a little more iconic with like a launch trailer. Like they just haven't had a chance to do like a major trailer. Yeah, because I could go grab the other covers from the other games. Is there any other marketing material I could look at and see? Because I think even some of the screenshots for that first Borderlands, like... That was a love at first sight kind of thing. It's kind of weird to say about a video game, but that was very much love at first sight. Or second sight, rather. Once they changed the art style to that comic book style, that just hit so hard for me. And as much as it's had its ups and downs, obviously. I have on Epic. No, this is the standalone one-shot. Yeah, I never did get the standalone one-shot thing. Either that or it's on Epic. Oh, okay. So Steam finally cleaned out the people getting confused about the EULA. Or it was like, oh man, they're not no mods or anything. And it's like, well, yes, technically no mods or anything, but nobody's gone after anybody, so yeah, they didn't do any major changes. It was just somebody trying to be a Borderlands YouTuber made a stink, and somehow everybody on the internet. This one's deserved, though. The mostly negative on this one is deserved. And that is a bad game. That is just straight up a bad game. Oh, I guess they haven't cleaned up all of the bad reviews on that. Because I don't see why it would be recent is mixed if they haven't had any updates in forever. Oh, so was there anything like marketing wise? It's so weird to see the golden chest in here too. It's like, I guess technically you guys did backfill it into Borderlands. Oh, this is the Game of the Year edition, isn't it? This is not the... Yeah, Game of the Year Enhanced edition, so it's not the original. Yeah, even some of these screenshots are kind of iconic to me. I'm like, yep, no, I remember all of these screenshots. Because I remember poring over all of this stuff. I am a shift key. Is that an indictment against shift keys, or we're just kind of saying stuff? I think it's an interesting system. I think it's a kind of an awkward system, especially when they're like, yeah, this code on the screen, just type that in, and it's like, it's 15 characters that you showed on screen for like briefly, and then you just have to copy paste the stuff off of whoever happened to dump it in the chat. Yeah, I do think some of these screenshots took them a while to stage. Oh, does this not have... I was going to say, Borderlands 4 also needs to be there. Do I want to say anything about the screenshots? I don't want to look at this game. New Tales is so incredibly bad. No, I guess these screenshots are good. Screenshot-wise, they're doing okay. Yeah, the actual page for the game, I think, is fine. I just think the trailers have been kind of weak. They kept this? They kept this as a screenshot? I don't think that's really that impactful of a screenshot, but okay. If you want to keep it there, I suppose. Did it pop up with ads yet? I wish to go use the restroom, but I figure I could wait until it pops up with ads. Wait, there's an ads button. I can just run ads, right? That's a thing I can do? It's like /ad or something. Wait, I was just looking at... Okay, wait. Yeah, Twitch mod commands? Or a full list of Twitch mod commands. One of them was like /ad. So I can just run the ads. That's mod commands. Commercial? Aha. I guess 3 seconds to get rid of the... Well, and I guess, is that going to change the... Like, if I run an ad, is that going to... Is the duration in seconds? Duration being 0? No. I'd still want it to be... I need a couple minutes to use the restroom. Well, okay, let's try this. I haven't actually tried this. So give me slash commercial and then do. Is this in seconds? Doesn't say. It just says for a duration. I would assume seconds. Well, but if it's not seconds, then. Okay. Tell me how long the duration is. Oh, Twitch. I was hoping if I make it just like the command, it'll tell me how to set an ad schedule. That's the ads manager. Dadgummit. I think I'm just gonna go take a break to use the restroom, and then the ads are gonna play right after I get back. Much to my frustration. I'll be back. Okay, dokie. And the stream manager page has a button to run ads. Yeah, okay. I always forget to look at the stream manager page. Oh, this is like their latest trailer, I think.
Out there in the myriad galaxies,
Yeah, they did a little more story-based.
on Kairos, you serve the use I have for you.
Our minds fly free beyond his control.
Yeah, I think it's. I hope they do
It's your
a goofy
turn.
music-based trailer. I hope they do a more music-based trailer. I think this is pretty effective.
Heard you were rounding up some vault hunters. Reporting for duty, boss.
Yeah, no, this does work. This is a Borderlands trailer, and I think it's a good Borderlands trailer too.
A toast to our hero.
Why should you get to be free? All you do is
Yeah, I suppose some of the trailers are pretty good. I think it's just that teaser trailer. That teaser trailer just hit me the wrong way. I'm like, this looks like it's a very story-based trailer. Yeah, that one is pretty good. No, okay, get that game out of here. I don't want to see that game. No, it doesn't exist. I mean, it does. And I'd be almost, I think I'd be almost excited if they brought back an element from New Test from the Borderlands. Just to actually, like, redeem it in some way, shape, or form. Because that game is so bad. It's not a good game. Okay. The question is, do I want to put other Borderlands covers on here? I might as well. I'm just sitting here kind of doing whatever. So Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Yeah, I'm glad they did try to do a cover with the foot. It's like a test on Borderlands 3, because they went a full 3 games of getting the, like, psycho pointing a finger gun at them at their head in a way that made sense and looked cool. I could see why they didn't do the foot on the third one. It just was too much, but it is funny that they did draw it up at least. Oh, I can get back to some music. Yeah, and then how long is it going to take me to actually, like, talk about all these things? I don't know. I could rant about Borderlands for a while. But can I make it a compelling video, or is it more of just a good podcast rant, essentially? Oh, did this not pull up Wonderlands? So they are fully segregating Wonderlands as its own thing, which they did say it's going to be its own franchise. Well, if it... Because I think they also said that they're not doing another one. As in, they started up another one, and then...
there is a world.
The Wonderlands cover is really what I want. Okay, let's save some of these. Not that it matters, because I'm not gonna do anything with this anyway. I just think it's a good idea to know where I'm getting the heck, where the heck I am getting these things from. I might have already put this down as a thing. Yeah, okay, that's the Wikimedia, whatever one. And then this one? Yeah, okay, I did both of those already. And this was just a reminder of what all games are in the series. Oh yeah, okay, Tales from the Borderlands. And then new Tales. And then fully separating Wonderlands. Okay, I don't need Steam up here as well. I was just looking at Wonderland. There we go. I was like, where did it go? Okay, well then maybe give me Wonderlands cover. Okay, wait. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I guess technically they have both A, this chaotic thing here, and B, this cover art, not final. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they did more just the dragon rather than this hectic box art. I see, I'm always partial to the, like, let's put some things on the box art to actually look at. I think that's just a little more fun to me than something like this. This kind of works, though. I think this is a weaker cover. Again, just having a single element of, like, there's a dragon and maybe a little wizard girl is not as compelling to me as, like... Yeah, I think I am partial to more like those Star Wars posters that have like a whole bunch of people's faces on them, or like the Grand Theft Auto covers that have a whole bunch of people's faces on them, or I guess I just like a bunch of people's faces on a cover. Oh yeah, because if I add Wonderlands in here, then I can also add both Tales and New Tales. Yeah, so they've actually got a good amount of games. Yeah, technically I could skip the I kind of want to say this is a weaker cover too. I don't know what I would put though to make this more interesting to me. Even knowing Tales from the Borderlands. And New Tales can have whatever kind of bad cover it has, because it's just not nobody cares. Because they made some baffling decisions with New Tales from the Borderlands. They're like, nobody's done a sitcom as a video game. I'm like, was there anybody crying out to make a sitcom out of a video game? There might be a reason why nobody's done that. Because I know that's partially the reason, like, the writing was off. And because they return to the same place multiple times. And it's even more awkward than that, because not only do they return to the same place, but they just repeat the same environment in different places. They're like, you're on a new planet now, but we recreated... the ice cream, the Frogerts. we recreated Franz Frogerts. And then you go to somewhere else, and it's like, oh, you're trapped in a mine palace, and it's in Franz Frogerts. It's like you have an entire world that you keep trying to explore, and then just repeating the same environment. Or like the dumb scene where they're like, we just found this random, very powerful crystal that we know nothing about. How about we sell it on Shark Tank? Really, that's the first thought, is let's go sell it on Shark Tank. And then they go do the Shark Tank thing, but you don't even see the flippin' sharks! Like, they make the joke of, like, if you lose, you actually get thrown in a tank full of sharks. And they don't even show the flippin' sharks. It's a digital game. You can write a scenario in which that doesn't happen if you can't do the sharks. Or, it's a digital game. Show the flippin' sharks. I just... God, New Tales is just awful. No, that actually made me very physically uncomfortable when they're like, we got this new healing crystal. Let's just shoot each other repeatedly for a while. It's like, you know nothing about what this healing crystal is. But they're like, no, we're just gonna physically harm ourselves repeatedly. And just laugh the whole time. It's just like, I don't... Ugh. Wildly bad game. I love this franchise, but... Yeah, because it starts off vaguely interesting, where they're like, okay, here's a town, like you're meeting a bunch of characters, and then you leave the place, and you never meet anybody from that place ever again. It was like, why do you have all these people? Why do you have this scene if you're not gonna come back to any of these characters? Man, all the characters are just complete dumbasses that... It's like, she's a smart scientist that just... also makes extremely stupid decisions the entire game. Just bad, awful, just... I did say I was gonna rant about Borderlands. I'm living up to the title of this stream, that's for sure. Okay, I could... copy this. Let's throw it on here as a comparison point. Yeah, it's like, do I think this is the weakest cover? No, but I think it's this extra secret sauce here of like, okay, here's the guy, but then you also have, here's what the world looks like, or here's this extra space station. Like, I think an army of skeletons or something under this dragon would have done a lot. I was like, this maybe needs some more chains or something. It's like, because you could have put some more chains off to the side to make it a little more obvious the guy is in chains. Okay, so that's all the different covers. So if I want to rant about the game covers... Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily need that to be super huge. That's fine, whatever. I can mess with the sizing of that. Okay, I don't actually need this. Well, okay, until I figure out. Okay, and I really should have a better intro instead of just here is the title of the presentation. Yeah, because I was thinking of just adding some gameplay and that it's me talking. We'll see for the actual like edited video. And then if I click on these teaser trailers, it's the best way to do that. Okay, wait, if I control click it? No, it's not control click. If I scroll click it? No. I do have to hover it and click it? Okay, so that's the teaser trailers, then some trailers. Is there anything else I want to rant about in terms of Borderlands 4 or the other games? Oh, could I look at some other teaser trailers for the other stuff? I could. It's just one of those, like, I don't know that I need to look at all this side. I mean, if I wanted to draw a line through all these to say, okay, the newer games... yeah, if I switch the position of these... to say, okay, the newer games have gone with like simpler covers that I don't think work as well. personally. Yeah, it's just that extra secret sauce here of this. It's just some added elements that I like, that this is just missing. Okay, so if I'm gonna go look at all the trailers, do I want to look at the teaser trailers for Tales from the Borderlands or new Tales? No, I don't want to look at new Tales at all. Yeah, see, it's the thing. It's like, I don't know the Wonderlands is as applicable. It's just because the pre-sequel is almost applicable, and the the Tales from the Borderlands stuff is kind of applicable. Yeah, there's the ad break. Okay. Yeah, but do I have much? Well, it's just because I also have something to say about the Borderlands pre-sequel, because they have the dancing trailer. Wherever that is. Yeah, okay, that's some of the older trailers. I guess probably Gearbox then. Yeah, but they have the, like, we worked with so-and-so to make this, Harmonix, I think? I think they worked with Harmonix to make a dance trailer for Borderlands the pre-sequel, which is like, that's kind of wild and fun. There's a little bit of fun. Oh, I was gonna talk about story trailers maybe, or like character trailers. Well, okay, it's because pre-sequel had the Aurelia trailer. Borderlands 2 had the Krieg trailer. Was there an Impactful Borderlands 3 like character story trailer? I don't think so. Yeah, there's like these web series and stuff too. Okay, wait, I was looking for a pre-sequel teaser. I could mention miscellaneous videos. That's probably not a bad idea. Just to say, okay, they used to do some fun stuff. They used to do more stuff that was fun. Okay. Did I get it right? I think it's right. It's not yelling at me. Okay, these are the Claptrap trailers. Or the Claptrap videos. Okay, do that. There we go. The Claptrap videos, the... Yeah, it's like, do I want to add the pre-sequel stuff into these? Oh, this. Yeah, okay, the Krieg. Krieg character trailer. Yeah, okay, no. I do have... Because I thought the Vex one wasn't bad, but I don't think it was as good as, like, the Krieg trailer. So how about character trailers? And then this is the Krieg trailer. Yeah, I think that... What did you just do? Why did you... Okay, that's not what I wanted to copy-paste. Goram it. Okay, I need to get rid of all... Okay. The teaser trailers are correct. The trailers are correct. The character trailers are not. Okay, there. We get rid of that. The miscellaneous trailers are not. I guess it really is just a lot of trailer stuff that, I mean, I guess it's just screenshots and trailers are really the marketing material that you have to sell a game. Beyond, like, the actual page for the game. There's gotta be some other fun ways to market a game. They did do some podcast stuff with Borderlands 3. Like, did like a Gearbox podcast. I don't know if that's like the most impactful, interesting way to do it. Yeah, because I remember they released cosplay guides too. I don't think they mentioned that for Borderlands 4. That's a good thing to mention too, because then I could throw that under like miscellaneous stuff too. So this is miscellaneous, being like the collab trip videos and then cosplay guides. Because I think that's something you want to think about when selling a game, is the fun stuff that'll make, or at least like, you need to find some kind of differentiation for a game, and that's why I was looking up like for Plunk. If I have balls, I want to do stress balls to sell the game. If I'm selling, a game about balls, I think giving away stress balls is a memorable way to do it. Wait, is there something small you could do for Replicat? I feel like you could probably replicate the cards in Replicat as like business cards or something, maybe. Or if you can get a stack of like memory matching cards. I just think there's fun ways to market a game that aren't just, and they've done that before with Borderlands here. Let's see, can I find the cosplay guides? Or is that even a thing? Yeah, okay, they've done the weapon skin stuff. Yeah, because Borderlands 3, I think they released, like, here's skill tree. Let's just see if I can find it on the site. But they had, like, a whole skill calculator that you could mess with, and like, now you have to go. Oh, I hope they do the Echo Cast Twitch extension too. I think that was also a fantastic addition. Okay, let's just say I guess they did have, or at least maybe at some point they're gonna do the Borderlands Echo Vision live or something. Okay, so do they have? No, it's Tales from the Borderlands cosplay guides, and then that. That's somebody on TikTok. Is it Jesselyn Cupcake? It is. I thought so. Because she's like, oh look, I got a screenshot of the game. Let me make an entire cosplay. It's like, whoa, slow down. Really? Hold up. Yeah, I think because they released it for like... Yeah, they released one for every character too. It's kind of a bummer that they're not doing that for... This I could probably copy over an image, but that's okay. We're gonna just do links for everything for now. Let's see, and then the Aurelia trailer. Yeah, the Moondance trailer. Okay, I did want to get that. And then... Yeah, they did an Aurelia story trailer somewhere too. Yeah, they just used to have fun with marketing their games. It's just a little... They've kind of sucked the fun out there. I thought this trailer was so dumb. I thought this game was just a meme when they originally announced it. It was just like, wait, they're making a game with a bunch of the villains from the last game? On the moon? Really? This game is actually great, though. It doesn't hit the highs of Borderlands 2, but after some of the lows of Borderlands 3 and new Tales and stuff, it's like, nah, this we were eating pretty good, actually. It's so dumb. I love it. Yeah, brought to you by Harmonix. Absolutely wild, random nonsense here. Is Harmonix still around? Do they still do stuff? I'll probably throw that under miscellaneous. No, it's because it's more like a trailer that's maybe we'll put it in here. There we go. Okay, I was also looking for the Aurelia trailer. Yeah, it's only 7:30, and I'm most of the way towards figuring out. Yeah, here. Yeah, they didn't do a major one for Jack the Doppelganger. Yeah, because I want to play the pre-sequel to play as Claptrap. I think I would have a lot of fun playing as Claptrap, and I never did that. Like, even on my stream, like, I run around as Claptrap on the stream.
Sir Hammerlock here. Let me tell you about my sister.
Yeah, like, I think this hits better and harder as a trailer than the Vex trailer
She's
did.
wealthy, she's merciless. She'd happily shoot a baby skag in the face if she thought it'd make a funny noise. She's not.
I don't know, I guess the Vex trailer was also supposed to be like, oh no, the horrors of retail, but...
She'll only ever do the right thing if it means she'll get something in return. Like loot, say, or money, or a cure to the endless boredom that characterizes the very rich.
Yeah, see, Gearbox always knows how to make trailers. And yet it's just gotten weaker over time. And then the Vex trailer. Was there another trailer for one of the other games? Is the question. Okay, the Vex trailer's at the top there, but... Because I don't think they did, like, Borderlands 3 character trailers, or at least I'm not remembering them off the top of my head. Oh yeah, they published Godfall. I forgot about that entirely. Yeah, it's campaign DLC stuff. That's just other content trailers. Yeah, official launch trailer. Yeah, Bulletstorm's another one of those games I would love to go back and play. Update my opinion on it. Oh, I guess they did do... No, yeah, they did do character trailers here. Obviously, they're not super memorable. Yeah, I was okay. I do remember this, where it's like, oh, I got my mech when the Ursa core was taken down. I don't remember what the backstory was here beyond. Yeah, because Flak was just went and killed a bunch of critters. That's about it. Oh, Zane has a really short trailer here, too.
Listen, gorgeous. I've had a lot of jobs in my day. Janitor. Exterminator. Plumber. You name it. But through it all, I've been alone.
Hello, hello.
I guess I've always kind of put people away. Since I bounced around a lot.
Favorite mod is entered the stream. I suppose that's correct. You've assumed correctly.
I can talk to. You're the only one who understands me. Plus, you're handsome as hell.
Yeah, okay. There's not a lot going on in this trailer either.
You got the tab, right?
I don't know. I do think this hits a little harder than Okay, that transition was smooth. I forgot about that entirely. We'll do forgot to go back yesterday. That's you don't have to be beholden to me. I think I scared everybody off with my rant about I think nobody else really cares this much about Borderlands beyond me, but that's okay. Well, we'll Zane, duh. Let's put the Zane trailer in here too. No, go ram it. Well, I think the thing that doesn't hit for me on the Vex trailer is the fact that there's not really a... I haven't played Borderlands nor seen gameplay of it, but did hear of it. Yeah, no, I'm doing a very deep dive into... the game marketing here.
Oh, yeah. I'll take that.
Well, it's probably the goofiness of this trailer that I think just doesn't do it for me.
Thanks for shopping at Mass Market Appeal.
Hey, just this.
Sure. Did you see the third one?
It was okay.
It looks like Arcane.
To meet you was way better.
I mean, vaguely.
I hear in this one, a guy gets cut in half.
It does have the comic book look.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
want to say it kind of started that look, but yeah, I don't know much about Borderlands. Not really your type of game. Wouldn't know how to talk about it.
But Mercenary Day's not for months.
Yeah, it's one of those things. As much as I love Borderlands, I know it's for like me. It is a me kind of thing, and that is about it.
In a sale? I don't know what to do.
Keep pushing the warranties.
I think that's also why this trailer doesn't do it for me. Is because just casual suicide is not. It just feels bad to me. Yeah, the horrors of retail. I don't think works as well for me either.
I want that warranty. The warranty is only available at the time of purchase. Give me that warranty, or I'll blast you apart. Now! I'll kill you. I can't.
Yeah, no, this moment kind of works. It's just after this. She just kills everybody, and then that's it. There's hardly any reaction. I think I'd be a little more freaked out and worried by Well, it is Borderlands, though. Death is very much like everybody dies all the time. That's kind of the thing. Yeah, they just cut to there.
You just got magic siren powers out of nowhere? Yeah, pretty much.
So you became a vault hunter to get
I
away
do
from
like this
this
moment though.
store.
Just them chilling
And
is
now
very
you're here
rare
in this forgotten world,
in Borderlands.
terrible creatures and the dread robotic legions of an immortal tyrant.
Still better than retail.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wonder who does this song here. So, I never saw. Do I play Borderlands? Do I play it on stream? I've played. That's like my very first stream, I think, from like 2017, where I streamed for like once or twice. I played Borderlands 1, or no, Borderlands 3. It must have been some Borderlands 3, because that's right when it came out. And then I played Wonderlands. I just did a week of straight Wonderlands when it came out. Pretty meh. I mean, I don't know. It's a good enough game. There's better games in the franchise. I guess, yeah, no, the character trailer's not bad either. It's like rewatching this stuff. Some of this is like, it's comparable. I do think the Krieg trailer and the Aurelia trailer hit harder than like this Ain trailer and the Vex trailer, though. Okay, that's teaser trailers. That's just game trailers, character trailers, miscellaneous. Oh, the other playable. I could mention the Loot the World app, or the, I don't know, what is Borderlands about? It's let's see, do I know? Is it just story or PvP or what? It is kind of the grandfather of the looter shooter. So if you're familiar with Destiny, that kind of MMO shooter, it's the first game to combine a Diablo-alike loot loop with first-person shooter gameplay. So you run around shooting people and getting better and better guns is what it's about. Story-wise, it's kind of about hyper-capitalism. Essentially, because you get guns out of vending machines and everything. So, yeah, played Destiny. This is the franchise that came before Destiny. So, yeah, it was really many things at once. Yeah, Destiny is more of an MMO. Borderlands is just a like it's online co-op, but they've they got rid of any PvP elements. They half-assed it in Borderlands 1, which I actually had fun playing that with my sister. Then they just have, like, you can duel people. I think they've kept that as a thing. But that's not, it's a co-op game. It is not a multiplayer game. I've managed to hold off of pre-ordering so far. Because this is very much a game that I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy at launch, and this would be the only game I've ever pre-ordered. I don't pre-order anything else, but Borderlands is the one franchise that is like my franchise. Let's see, I could talk about, there's the Borderlands, the Flash game. I think that might be kind of fun too, because this is the other miscellaneous stuff that's like, there's other ways to sell the game beyond just screenshots and trailers that I'm also bummed they're not doing. Okay, so give me Epic NNG actually, simply because that was very recent that they got the Borderlands working. Yeah, there we go. The Borderlands. Yeah, there's still a possibility that they will do stuff like cosplay guides and stuff. I doubt it though. But to me, this stuff was just kind of fun to have other things that weren't just like, here's a trailer, here's some story content, here's whatever else. Not so much a presentation, but... Oh, the worst part of Borderlands 4 so far. The double hydrate. Drown yourself. Okay. Oh my goodness. I guess I can, oh, my water bottle's almost empty rather than full. I've never gotten that many hydrates at once. Ruh-roh. I'll drink a second glass, though. I'm not gonna chug this entire massive water bottle. Okay, wait. If I look up Embark, does that say how big the, stand up? I've been standing the whole time. No. This. That's the water bottle I'm drinking out of. Does this say 64 ounce? I'm not gonna drink this entire thing. But yeah, I'll drink a couple glasses. And deep breaths, and a posture check, and a stand up, and sit down. I'll do some squats. If I get to stand up and sit down too close to each other, it's like that. No, it's squats time. And actually, I probably will stretch to stretch on my back a little bit. I'll take that as the posture check. Ooh. Ooh. You said sit down, not squats. I'll do the squats and then I'll sit down. I do like the excuse to sit down. It's been a while. Okay, squats and then I'll sit down. It's because you hit me with the stand up and the sit down, so. Okay, wait. If I do the like, there we go. No, I guess I'm just getting a little too low for the camera too. No, it's just gonna freak out no matter what I do. Man, I miss working out. Every time I work out, I'm like, I miss working out. And then I just don't because I have to drive 2 hours for work. You'll stand up? Yeah, no, I think I will sit, actually. I think standing. Yeah, I think standing for too long isn't super healthy either. But it's just because I sit so much at work, and then my back complains about it so much that you're gonna lay down to fully balance it out. Make sure the earth doesn't get thrown off its axis. If I sit down somewhere and you stand up somewhere else, then uh-oh. Okay. What was the links? I looked at all this stuff. Yep, okay, there's the I sat down yawn. It's a little less of a, Okay. It's just the editing the beginning of this. I think I probably will. So I'll probably do this as the intro here. And then just when I edit it, I will edit this part out and put some gameplay of Borderlands 4. Y'all have too many points. If you're gonna throw that many hydrates at me. Gosh golly gee willikers. I'll go fill my water bottle. If you're gonna throw that many hydrates at me, I will be back. It'll take me a second to fill it. $751 more hydrates? Y'all are trying to drown me. That'll be good for my kidney stone, though. Yeah, Brainoid has even more, but don't know how many. Yeah, Brainoid probably has, like, a ton. Because I think even when I don't see a Brainoid message, there's still a good chance that it's, I'm just on a tab in the background. I don't know if that actually does soak up channel points or not, though. I was kind of wondering if I would get the lurk there. You could even hit me with the lurk emote, too. I keep half expecting that Brainoid's just off actually working on Replicat and watching people play Replicat and fixing bugs and adding features and stuff. And is too busy to hear me rant about Borderlands, which makes sense. Again, this is applicable to me. And kind of only me. Okay, I did have an idea when I stood up to go get water that I did want to add, which was the idea that, so not new slide, duplicate the slide, of, I gotta sell my crap. Okay, did I get rid of the title? I guess I still have this as like a title slide. But I really, is this one also? That's got the 2 parts to it. The template. But I'm realizing, wait, I could also do one of those, like, here's the lesson to take from this. So there's fun ways you can market your game. If you're gonna make a game. This one. That, like, think about fun ways to market your game. Okay, yeah, because I know there's also people that have done, like, that's specifically, shoot. Yeah, I don't, it was like a mining game, I think, that they were talking about, like, oh, we went and talked to, like, the local mining town, and they actually did put it, like, in the paper as to, like, here's this game that people are making about mining. That like, I don't know if there's like a specific like local place I would go to say, hey, I'm making a game about balls, and I don't know, maybe something about abstract games or something. But you know, have fun marketing your game. And that there are other distribution channels. There's other ways to market your game that aren't simply trailers and screenshots. Excuse me, what? No, this text here. Oh, you're doing this thing again, where you're like, no, you can have the text, but you can't move the text. You can click on it, but you can't move it. There we go. Okay, now you're gonna let me move the text box. Okay, have fun marketing your game? No, it's like there are other ways to market your game. Or, okay, there are many ways. There we go. There are many ways. Goodness me. Many ways to market your game. Get creative. There we go. Let's get creative. You just gotta do it creative. Let's never be creative again. I do love Don't Hug Me, I'm scared. That's another one of those weird things that kind of crept in is like a core part of me that I don't know how this happened. Okay, music. Okay, and then speaking of stuff, I need to, let's see. And then my examples. Or rather, also Plunk. Oops. Of which I show off the stuff that I've shown off many times before. At this point, I could do the, I could drag in a different video. Because I do have a different video. It's probably a good idea to show that there's actually been progress instead of, Oh, I do still have that cover somewhere, though. I think I do want to grab that, though. I could have sworn I threw it on the other thing, though, right? No? Oh, no, I probably just got it off of the other drive. Was it over here? Was it you? No, that's just so much nonsense. This is probably not either. Okay, when I find it, I'm gonna just copy it over to the new computer instead of trying to find it in the old files. Pictures. Again, no, that's just so much nonsense. Didn't I just use it in that other... Okay, if I did... I'm just gonna steal from myself here. Oh, I should probably remake this. Well, this was one to say I'm making a game without number. Oh, I need to remember to do this too. I'm just gonna grab that now while I'm looking at it. Let's do another slide here. Yeah, because I did fan art of, like, basically... Okay, maybe not every character, but it's a lot of characters from the franchise. Okay, that's that. Okay, that's Borderlands stuff. Then here, for clunk. And I'm just gonna steal from my previous self here. Not that. Could have sworn I put it at the bottom here. So yeah, I don't want the video, but I do want the cover. There we go. And then the video that I just captured. Yeah, the clip champ one. Oh, bugger off. What do you mean it's unsupported? It's a MP4 or something, right? Or you're saying you won't do MP4s? Did I turn it into a... Oh, those are PNGs. Can I turn it into an easy drive real quick? Video. Here, there. Is that gonna be too long? It might be too long too. Wild that I do feel a little bit thirsty. And yet, I got hit with so many hydrates and didn't... I don't know, I drank a glass of water, like a full glass of water. So I want to chug another full glass of water. That might be a bit much, but... I might. Okay, and my phone was not buzzing about anything important. It was just buzzing to buzz. Gee, thanks. Okay. I'm thirsty. I might have said that, but I'm drinking the water right now. You don't need to die. Oh, it's cold because it's just straight out of the fridge. I already chug it when it's that cold. Okay, yeah, convert that, and while that converts, oh, I guess you're gonna... Seems like a bright green. I don't know if it was that bright earlier, but... Yeah, I keep watching this. I posted it on social media, and then when I go look at social media and see it, I'm like, oh no, I gotta watch the whole thing. But I think it's a very, positive, like, I find this absolutely fascinating, so. Yeah, and I gotta remember to get some more clips off of the stream. I want to try to get a couple clips off of every stream so that I can actually get into, like, posting a clip every day. Okay, here we go. Another glass down. Yeah, it's like both of these kind of need to be on there. Oh yeah, that could cover up the spiral on the notebook there just fine. And I don't want that all the way on the edge. I still want to keep the... There we go. And then, is there a way to... Yeah, because I don't actually have a... I don't have any stress balls that I've made. I don't know if there's a good way to say... Like, I have an idea of how to market this game in terms of selling stress balls. As well. That's a fun one. I don't know. This is something I could probably just mention. Or maybe put the words like stress balls. I just got rid of the I just got rid of the text box. Oops. I want. Oh, I put the text behind it. Now I can't get at it. Oh, ram it! I keep done goofing these things. There we go. So now you can go somewhere in here. There, and then this can be whatever size. I don't need the bullet point, but. That doesn't really. I don't know if there's an image of a stress ball that would work. Yeah, I was gonna say it is. I mean, I guess a picture of motivational stress balls would say. Oh, this is this weird, like, yeah, this is one of the squishy beaded stress balls. Yeah, those are more like a goo than they are like balls. Because that's the thing too, is like if I got a booth at a place, I can juggle. I was like, I would have so much fun juggling stress balls as a way to sell the game. This is why I've been pushing on this project. As much as it might be uninteresting and frustrating for some people, it is me. It is very much me, so. Okay, so now if I do that instead. There we go, and then I save that link. I don't need to, it's not. I was trying to get into the habit, and then I keep forgetting. But whatever. Okay, yeah, I was thinking, like, do I have enough time to do, like, a dry run? And then I added, like, then I was like, no, I need to add this kind of stuff here, too, of, like, okay, since it is just black. Okay, can I do, like, control? There we go, okay. I was like, I thought there was a way to do... shrink it just a little bit. There we go. That fills it up nicely. Okay. So a lot of this is just clicking on links, but that's okay. Yeah, some of these I think I should switch these out with pictures and stuff too. Oh, and then this I did not switch out with some of my cover arts. Now, do I need to? Not really. Like, should I? I don't know, it's a good way to sell some of the stuff I've done, maybe? Yeah, it doesn't feel super necessary, but it also feels like something I could do. I mean, these are part of these, like, simple ones are also a counterpoint to the idea of, like, here's just a guy. But a lot of these games are simple, so it is, like, I think a simple thumbnail works. I don't know. It might be kind of fun to throw that on the end to have people judge me for, like, here I am coming after a AAA company to say, I could do better marketing, look at this. And then the response being like, nah, bud, that's not it. That's not, because some of these are like, nah, it's kind of sad. It is just a sad looking screenshot of an ugly looking game with some text on it. That's not gonna sell that to anybody. I like to just be harsh on myself, though. Not helpful or healthy, probably, but... Boy, is that blindingly white. I don't know. Also, hello, hello. So, does anybody think it's necessary? do people think I should add example covers of my own work in comparison to like actual Borderlands covers, or I don't know. It feels a little unnecessary. So, am I doing a presentation on Borderlands 4? Yeah, I'm. If you haven't seen, I've been doing some YouTube video stuff. So I've been doing these like because I was like, okay, that works. Doing like some mini GDC talk kind of thing is, because I like streaming. I feel like a presentation is easier for me to do than it is to do like a fully scripted YouTube video. So I've been doing these little I'm only 2 videos in, but. And this will be a 3rd. And I just kind of wanted to rant about Borderlands 4. Because I think the marketing for it has been kind of meh. It's really what it is. And it was the whole inspiration behind this this talk, was just like, to me, I think this is iconic and interesting. I think these are fun and chaotic. And then Borderlands 4 is just like, I don't know, here's a guy, so... It's so funny to me that absolutely everybody likes my content, and I have Borderlands stream avatars, and yet I don't think anybody here has said, hey, I've played Borderlands and like Borderlands. I feel like it's a core part of me as a person, to the point of like, here's the stream avatars that are Borderlands characters. And yet the audience that I have does not know anything about Borderlands. It's a singular piece of work, though. Like, it appeals to me specifically. So. Why is your little dude on stream always in a weird box? That is Crazy Earl, who lives in a door. As in, like, the character in the game, you only ever see his face. You don't see any other. So he's actually a guy behind a door. But they've never shown anything other than... Yeah, it's just this face. That is all they've ever showed of Crazy Earl. What you want? Yeah, this is Randy Pitchford, the guy that runs Gearbox, voices the character even. What you want? Didn't even realize it was related to Borderlands. Yeah, that's what all the stream avatars are. Is this pixel art from Borderlands distilled into, you know, here's all these different small characters. It took me a while to do all these all these different little characters. I'm proud of the claptrap ones because I actually have some shading on there. The rest of these I think are good enough. They're not like gonna blow anybody away, but yeah, and then I did all the different claptraps because that was easy enough to replicate it. I want to get back into doing more of the like pixel art fan art stuff. Somehow find some time to squeeze them in. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm kind of doing with the YouTube channel is playing around with what works and what doesn't. Yeah, like this title and thumbnail obviously worked a lot better than this one did, and I had a different thumbnail anyway that most definitely wasn't working. Yeah, these videos just took me so long to put together to do like a full devlog explanation of whatever game I made. This presentation stuff is going faster, which I'm having more fun with. So. Oh, and I actually do have an idea of what I want to do for the thumbnail for this. Which I guess I could work on that a little bit too. Why? Why did it default to that? And then it's gonna be, why is that there? That's what it did. It's a Grand Theft Auto 6 screenshot that I thought would make for a funny... Okay, that's the right size. Well, I even covered it up in the thumbnail, see? I was like, no, we don't need to have just, like, obvious butt in the thumbnail, but apparently Crito was like, yeah, you do. Okay. Okay, so the basic idea for this was going to be I just throw the two screenshots next to each other with some text and an arrow that says, okay, are you Borderlands? You are. And then Borderlands 4. I might crop that then to... I want the cover. I want the size of the cover there. Would be nice. Okay, I need to get rid of some of these tabs. That stuff... Okay, at least right now I'm not going to show off the stuff. I want to finish the thumbnail. I saved that off. I have that already. I don't need to look at the games anymore right now. It's just, I want that, like, the box art. That's probably the text I need to put there then. Box art. The Borderlands 4 box art. Bugger off! Oh, come on! Somebody even put these together to say which box art images best represents the franchise. I put in Borderlands 4 box art and it gives me a random screenshot of Borderlands 3 skins. Really? Yeah, okay, that's kind of the old. I tried cover art, it didn't really give me... Yeah, okay, that's the... Yeah, then it links it like it hasn't actually. Yeah, have I heard the not safe for work situation on itch where they got rid of everything? That is insane. I hope it's just a temporary thing. Like that's because I know it was one of those blanket bans too, where it's just like the credit card companies said no more. And I don't think it's good for the health of the game industry to say, okay, no anything not safe for work. It's just like that you're going way too far. So, because I know Steam, they were saying like, okay, no, it's specifically like incest stuff, but yeah, they said it was temporary on itch. I hope so. And I know that's exactly what happened with OnlyFans too. Where it was just like, no, we're not doing not safe for work. And then it was like, well, you don't have a site anymore. So they worked out something with the credit card companies, which I'm assuming is going to happen again here too. Yeah, it's crazy the Visa could just apply censorship stuff like that. Yeah, it is kind of weird that payment processors just have the power to do that. And I know, like, the, Oh, bugger off with your web file. That's not a real image. This is what I want. Okay, because you have the vault symbol on your chest, too, where it's, like, not cut off. There's just slightly more in this image. I want this image, but you're gonna save it as a web file. I'm like, no, I want it as a PNG. I want it as an actual flippin' file type. How did they even put the image on this site? Also, where did they get that image from? I can't seem to find it anywhere else. But no, I hope they can get the not safe for work stuff back onto itch.io. I am a sex positive person, I suppose. Not that I have sex. That doesn't happen, but I think not safe for work games should be allowed. And I definitely think they should have like the guidelines for like payment processors and stuff should very much be clear as to what is allowed and what is not too, so that when this kind of situation happens, that itch.io doesn't have to take down everything just because there might be some stuff that is bad. So, I mean, right to choose who you client and stuff, but I guess we're finding the consequences of monopolies and duopolies. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if there's any, like, consequences to this or not at all either. Yeah, I think that's probably, like, a major revenue hit and probably a reputation hit for itch.io right now. To say, hey, we can't allow any not safe for work stuff. Because I know that there's a lot of people that are like, well, this is I thought this was going to be a safe haven for some of that LGBTQ stuff that might be somewhat not safe for work, and yet not. We're just going to blanket ban everything. Yeah, I forgot to check to see if the couple little projects I did are still up. I haven't thought about that or looked at that at all, so it doesn't really matter to me right now, but I'd be kind of curious. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in Itch's situation right now. Well, and I think that's what they were saying, is that it's just like something shout, I think. Moist Critical was just doing a video about it, and I forget what the there was an organization behind it that was, I think, just getting a little too
There is huge.
yeah. Oh, Collective Shout. That's what it was. Collective Shout was just like, we're protecting the kids by banning everything. You're going too far there, is the issue. Oh yeah. A group tried to ban Detroit Become Human and GTA from Steam or something like that. Yeah, it was really just this video that was saying whether they were like, because like when I read their site, it didn't seem as ridiculous in terms of like their demands being we're gonna ban I mean, I guess it's something like this, where they're like banning porn on X is like... Again, I think all of this adult stuff is fine when it's got the correct warnings and stuff on it, and like whether you want to see it or not, yes, I think that's okay. But banning everything is like, somebody's gonna find a home for this stuff, no matter what, and I think it's better to do it in a safe way instead of a, let's just, like, let's lump all of this stuff, whether it's good or bad, into one, like... It's just a lot of that, like, sexuality stuff, too. It's just... I don't think there's been, like, a consensus on what the guidelines are. Seeing how, obviously, they changed it yet again for the payment processors to say, nope. This one organization was like, we don't like people having sex. I'm like, populations are already declining. I don't know that we need to make it be even more puritanical. Oh, I was making the cover for this. I was trying to find that. Okay. Seeing I couldn't. It's just this. And then can I... God damn it! I know there's more to this guy here. I want the straight up comparison between these things, and I can only find one image that it won't let me have. I could maybe try to find like a web converter or something. Oh, it'll let me save that as a JPEG. If it gets a little grainy, I think that might be okay. Payment processors get too comfortable, then banking companies will try to develop their own options. Like the Pix app in Brazil. People will choose alternatives like crypto. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, if you just kind of shove it all off and say, okay, no, porn in and of itself is bad, then you... Oh, wow, okay, so no, it did... There's a way to make these things safely. And that comes with some kind of regulation that is clear for all parties involved. That it's just not happening right now. Okay, and then this layer here. But I probably should double check that. Just to see where my not safe for work account is at. They didn't send me like an email or anything that said whether the stuff was okay or not. But I think all they did was post a blanket, like, we're delisting everything not safe for work right now. But I also did see people on Blue Sky that are like, oh, my LGBTQ game is still okay somehow. So it seems like it's pretty inconsistent as to what stuff is or is not available right now. And that's the issue. It's always the issue is the inconsistency of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get you guys. Nope. I just want to click on the other image and then move it. You just really don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, make the Background black too. The color. Okay, we'll just paint bucket the. Oh, paint bucket's weird. Yeah, kind of crazy to imagine Steam is having to remove half of the store games because of this. There's no way they're gonna stand by that. No, like I think this is all gonna be one of those temporary. It blows over once they figure out that like, because that's like I said with OnlyFans, they reverted it pretty quickly. But that was also OnlyFans itself was getting rid of stuff and then bringing it back. There's gonna be a lot of pushback for the payment processors, like. Especially if it's all coming from essentially one organization that is saying, hey, we don't like people having, well, and it's, the idea of protecting kids is a good idea, but taking it so far as to say, like, we gotta protect these certain kids in this certain way, it's like, okay, no, you're just trying to push an agenda. You're not actually caring about kids. Yeah, especially if they're like, oh no, Detroit Become Human. No, we can't have violence. We can't have anything. Okay, what's there? Yeah, I was gonna say paint bucket. Oh, the background is locked. There we go. Paint bucket, turn it black. There we go. Okay. And then I want to add some text. That says iconic. And then give me that font that yeah, Fred Roca. That's the new font. That's the new brand. That's the new thing. Much bigger, but not too big, but not big. Something like that, maybe. That's too big. that's. I don't know where I want to slide the text in. Actually, no, I lied. I guess I could slide it in. Yeah, and then it doesn't let me resize it. It's like I gotta go off the size of the text there. Like 24, maybe? Yeah, and then I gotta figure out the arrow for that. And then can I copy paste the text? I can. So then I can throw it over here. Let's say disappointing. Yeah, okay, so one stream and I'm ready to do the actual presentation. Yeah, okay, 8:30 I will shoot, why is that gotta be so big though? I mean, that's what the word disappointing looks like. It's just disappointing that it's so big in comparison to this. Like, this tucks up in there nicely to have an arrow to point at this versus... Yeah, no, the boring works as well. It's just because the way I feel about it is disappointed. Not that it's awful, but no, boring is a good idea because that does fit better. I appreciate the suggestion. Yeah. Well, that B looks odd. I guess I hadn't seen B in that Frederico style. Okay, and then do they have an arrow image or do I want to make an arrow image? Or can I do just like a curve? Dynamic brush tool. That does curves, right? No, here's a curve. Bezier. Yeah, okay. Also, does this mean that you're not getting an ad? Or that you are one of them cool people that paid for not have ad? As in, like, paid for turbo? That's... that's not a curve. That's not anything. So, it ended, okay. Okay, I might... Wait, take me back to the tech. Yeah, okay. Why are you... Okay, I just want to scooch you. Okay, I lied. Here. Oh, they're in the same text box? No. I want... Go ram it. Why you gotta... Why you gotta do me like this, you dumb? So what happens if I do that? It stretches the text. Oh, and the ad just ended, and I'm like, I need to pee. You had your opportunity, bud. Why are they attached? Okay, I lied. So if I do another text and then I say this, so can I put it all in the same? Okay, I know that's not what I want, but it is. Okay, so this one goes away. Okay, give me another layer. I guess okay, so now if I do text. Twitch somehow being the only platform that managed to bypass uBlock. Okay, so... Yeah, I think there are a few sites that are pretty particular about, like, the ad stuff. Well, and it's like video ad stuff. I think that's easier. Or that's harder for a site to block. But I guess I don't know exactly what uBlock is supposed to be doing. If it does say specifically, hey, we'll skip Twitch ads. Okay, can you... Oh, it's... You're selecting the wrong layer! Okay. My goodness, this... Okay, not this then. This is nothing. That's what you're telling me. Okay, my goodness. Remove the layer. There, so this vector layer. There we go. Okay, so now I click the text here. And I remove it and get rid of it. Okay, I deleted. There we go. Now on this layer, I can select there we go. Now the text is separated. Goodness. Okay. I think it's because the video is live and maybe it makes it impossible to skip. I think Twitch has also done a lot to make sure that it's... Yeah, because I like for YouTube, I went and bought the premium so that I could skip ads and stuff. I think it is like the... It's because those things are not embedded in the web page. That makes it so that I don't think you can skip that kind of stuff. Okay, so I want to... It works on YouTube. Okay, it's just only on Twitch. Interesting. I would have assumed it would have been any video stuff. Yeah, because I don't remember what they use in terms of... Oh, it's funny because they look pretty close to the same thing. And yet here I am saying, this is fantastic, and this is not. But I do think that it is important in terms of, like, the positioning and, like, the iconography and stuff. This mask is fine, too. I see, partially, I like the simple, like, mask and stuff too, and then like this added extra there. Yeah, they kind of had the breaking the chain. YouTube has used an underhanded method, and Google made uBlock not work on every Chromium browser. Yeah, that's one of those things of like, okay, I watch enough YouTube that I'm not gonna try to fight with getting some kind of ad block. I'll just pay for their premium thing. Polylines, yeah, it was like this freehand path tool. Yeah, no, this Bezier curve seems to miss some cool conversation topics during the edit. Of what, like the itch.io stuff or the other Borderlands stuff? I mean, I guess you could go back and watch the VOD for some of my takes about Borderlands and stuff, but I will also be doing this as a presentation. I did hydrate. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the other thing of like, I hydrated too much. I need to pee. We'll be back. Okay, I did see the do push-ups. I will do the push-ups. Kind of funny that YouTube trying to fight off adblock have actively made their site worse. Well, that's the piracy thing of like, piracy is a service problem, so. Yeah, as a weird sicko, I have thoughts on the whole itch.io thing. That's... Okay, I'm gonna do the push-ups, and then I will... I can go back and like add to that conversation again. And that felt good, and I'm glad that didn't like screw up my back. But yeah, as I was saying, I hope that itch.io can get all that stuff reinstated and that it's not just one. Yeah, I saw somebody put that in the Discord where it's like, look, I made this thing. And then somebody behind him is like, you have to deal with, I don't like that thing. You have to change it. And they're like, I changed the thing. And then the audience is like, we don't like that. I don't like that thing. And then they all leave. And it's just the person with the megaphone behind them. They're like, well, will you buy the new thing? No, I didn't have any interest in it. So, I feel like it's a somewhat similar situation here of we're going to destroy this entire thing and say, nah, no replacements or anything. It's just, this is bad because I say so. I'm afraid for the children because they're not the exact kind of thing They're not becoming the children I want them to be. Posture check. I guess I have been kind of been sitting for a bit. I'll go back to standing, see if that, just to make sure my back doesn't get more screwed up. Was there any more updates on the Stop Killing Games thing? I know there was like the Ross, I think, with Stop Killing Games, or you know, unwittingly the leader of Stop Killing Games was was saying that like, oh, now we're getting threatening messages of like, now we have to actually do something about this. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, as somebody who has put out games into the world, I think it's also... because there's stuff that I haven't updated. That I'm like, I guess it's just not available anymore because I haven't updated it. So does that mean, like, for me, personally, would I have to go back to this old project on an old computer that is just non-existent to say, hey, here's how to support it? So I can kind of sympathize if, like, I would definitely be intimidated with the idea of, like, I have to go back and support this project. But I know that's partially just a thing that said, hey, here's when this is going to be, like, no longer usable, you know, from the outset, so... Yeah, I heard that they tried to dismantle Stop Killing Games by saying that Ross financially contributed by volunteering his time and putting work into spreading it. Which is funny, it won't work. Yeah, that's... somebody was actually trying to run the movement? That's... you can't do that. It's like, what? That's how you make a movement work. Why does it say freehand path tool and it doesn't appear to be actually drawing any? Oh, because I'm doing black freehand path tool? Ah. Okay, so do I want to do... no, okay, that's what's happening. It was just black on black. Okay, that's why there's a chunk eaten out of this. There we go. Okay, so if I do this then? Enter? Ah, okay. And then do like an actual curve? I lied. Do the freehand path tool? Nah, it's like I want the cleaner arrow there, so. It's weird that some storefronts still do that. I downloaded a visual novel phone game that was getting delisted just because it hadn't been updated. But it was feature complete and still functional. Weird that some storefronts still do what exactly? As in, like, they got rid of the thing despite the fact that it hadn't been updated and it's feature complete and still functional. Yeah, I don't know if that's... some of that is just like the version of the operating system of the game is now gone, so... oh, that time I did a curve. Okay. So how do I hit... I have to do a circle? Like, wait, how do I... does it say how to end this? Oh, double click ends the curve. Shift mouse click. And then... okay, so... how do I do this exactly? But yeah, like, I definitely have a game that I would have no clue how to... okay, so this, this, there? There we go, okay. Like, if somebody said, hey, you have to update this, I'd be like, I don't know how to... okay, there, and then right-click it twice, is what it said. There we go. Okay, and then I just do some straight lines off of here. There we go. That's a little thick. Put the size down a bit. But no, I do agree with the idea of stop killing games. Like, having an end-of-life plan for a product is very much a good idea. I think that's a little intimidating for a game, but... Okay, it's just... Okay, double-click it? I keep forgetting what it is. Yeah, games are that weird spot where you have, like, the, Okay, let's do thicker, I guess. Yeah, because it's like, what do you do about, like, a Nintendo game that's on a Nintendo platform that is no longer being supported or something? It's like, how do you support that? Yeah, it's... If I keep talking long enough, maybe I'll accidentally get myself added to a compilation of people who don't understand what Stop Killing Games is. It sounds like it's very much just trying to be a... You need to have an end-of-life plan for your product. Which I think, like I said, is a good idea. But I think that also is going to be a lot of work for a lot of people to figure out what in the heck an end-of-life plan is going to be for something. Especially because it's stuff like, I don't know if it's a... Like, do you know how long this is going to last? And, like, if it's dependent on, like, how many players are playing, then that might be harder to figure out a... I don't know. Does that work as a... I feel like these need to be, like, different colors or different, like... Needs to highlight that this is good and this is bad. Could do, like, a check mark or something. Think it works. Black and white can contrast well with the colorful blocks. Yeah, no, I think that's working. It's just a matter of, like, these are... Like, the good and bad, I think, are not popping as much in terms of, like, iconic versus boring. And I don't know if it's as easy as, like, can I just add a check mark to the end of this and then do, like, a... Because I don't really want to do another art thing for that. So is there just a check mark that I can add? Is that a thing I can type? I was like, obviously I do an X easily enough. I feel like that's a thing you can do as... I'm thinking of all the, like, put emojis and stuff. Yeah, that check mark might doesn't seem to have pulled over entirely. I guess we'll see. Oh, and if it doesn't work with the font, then no, I think I gotta draw out an actual check mark if I want it to be like... I mean, that's also easy enough to just say, okay, I lied. Because I want it to be green versus red. That's probably a bit bright. Maybe a little lighter. Okay, it's on the line mode. You didn't want to do... Okay, that's fine, whatever. And then do red. Is this overkill? It might be. Is that okay? Yeah. I was trying to keep the conversation going about stop killing games, and then I got too distracted with actually trying to make this. I was like, why did it just turn into like a phone? Oh, it's on this vector layer. It sounded like a phone ringtone there for a second. I want this part of this image there, so. Another hydrate, yet more hydrating. I'm well hydrated at this point. Gosh dang, okay, can I select... Okay, let's resize. Where's the... There, select. I just want to select this. And scooch it up. Oops. Scooch it just a little bit up. You scooch the selection. Okay, I want to select this. Then I want to go to here and scooch it up just a little bit. Why are you selecting the entire vector layer? Why you have this selected? Go ram it, would you? And then you... Okay, stop doing whatever it is you're doing. I want to... Why does it look like that? No, the image, not the... Ah! I don't know how to do art in an actual art tool. Ah, mother fluffin' heck, it's 9 o'clock too. Okay, do I call this good? I might just call this good. I need to go to bed. Okay, stop selecting it. There we go. Okay. I just need to... I could do this in the flippin' stupid paint tool. This is not the flippin' stupid paint tool. Does it really not let me select the thing in the... Okay, if I... I need it to be in this layer, and I want to select this. Why is it let me select this, but then it says, oh, here's your entire layer. And then I go to try to move it, and it's like, that's the entire layer. That's not... You're rotating around this box, I suppose, but that's... Is that not what selection does? Okay, can I, like, copy it and then paste it and then move it? I just want to scooch the X up just a little bit. Let's move a layer. And this is also transform a layer or selection. It says or a selection. Oh, bugger off. Now you do it? Okay, can I get rid of the selection that's there? Now you do it. Okay, so can I paint bucket? Yeah, I've fully forgotten about the hydrating and the whatever else. It's just because I want to finish this because it's 9 o'clock and I gotta go to bed. Okay, there. Black. Paint bucket. No! Why'd you do the entire thing? Gosh dang it. Okay, you selected it. Copy, paste. And by that, I mean delete it. Delete it? Trim to select? What does that even mean? Okay, bugger off. Whatever. It's just gonna be a bad thumbnail. I'll get better at the art tool at some point anyway. Okay. I'm going to bed. I gotta go to bed. It's bedtime. Okay. Worst part of Borderlands 4 so far. I can't. It's gotta be so fat every time. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. This might even just be too much. I don't know that I even need the, You want the, okay. Man, this thumbnail stuff is hard. You'd think just make it a simple image that says, here, Okay, is there anybody here still? That is the question. It seems like there was people here. 7? Who are you people? Is this just, people are that excited about Borderlands? Maybe. I know Pagorli was like, hey, go play Borderlands 1. I'm like, don't tempt me. I want to make a video game. And have a... Alarm clock music was giving me anxiety. Have fun sleeping. That isn't the point I'm at. But if there is in fact 7 people here, let's go dump all y'all on somebody that might appreciate it. Who's got stuff going on? Luno Land. They just liked one of my blue skies. I guess that's what you would call it. Yeah, it's somebody doing Borderlands 3. That would also make sense. No, this game looks cool. I'm excited about this. I don't know how long they've been. They might have just started up their stream. I don't know. Or if... Oh no, they don't have a ton of people either. Well, then most certainly we gotta go dump everybody over here. I'll be back tomorrow with some Borderlands 2. I wanted to... Borderlands. Not Borderlands. I want to play some Borderlands real bad, but I'm not. I will be back tomorrow with some Dishonored 2. I also want to finish Dishonored 2. So that is the actual goal. Okay, maybe not finish Dishonored 2, but make some more progress on Dishonored 2. I didn't hardly get any clips this stream. I gotta remember, I gotta get some clips from every stream. I do have a couple clips from the last stream, so.
Party so-and-so joins the party.
Okay, but we will go right over here. I'll be back tomorrow with Dishonored 2. Thanks for stopping by and listening to me rant about Borderlands. I do know a lot about Borderlands, and I do love me some Borderlands. Obviously, I still have to do the presentation, so I'll be ranting about Borderlands more, but tomorrow's going to be Dishonored 2, rather, and it should be fun. But okay, bye, good night. Have fun sleeping, bye.
To the left. Set the UI characters for the current
And then don't forget the other thing of actually pressing the end the stream button.
positions, party, all characters.